question about just the role that the rapper plays when discussing the drug culture in hip hop. When I was coming up, the archetype was the rapper as the entrepreneurial drug dealer, the businessman who was doing this because there weren't very many other options for him or her growing up where they grew up. It seems like now the culture's changed a little bit, and those rappers are a little bit more now on the addict side of things. They've become users. Where do you feel like that change came in, and how do you feel like that adjusts people's expectations of what they're getting out of the music and out of the culture itself?
Well, I've been kind of out of the loop, so I got to be fair, with my assessment of what's going on with this generation. I haven't listened to music in 15 years, but I can say, to your point, when we came into the business, we were those entrepreneurial guys from the street who had escaped that reality, and we were trying to paint pictures of a more better life. We were trying to paint pictures of an escape from the harsh realities of the streets. And that always kind of been the motivation behind music. But I think that somewhere down the line, all of these, objectives and goals just got reversed to where the violence is really what I see. I don't have to hear the music to see the result of what's going on. It's like more rappers are getting killed.
Now, let me ask you this, though. I want to, before we move on that, let me get some clarification. When you mean you haven't heard music in 15 years, what does that mean?
I tolerate it when I'm in like barbershops, public places
Yeah.
where I can't control it. But me, myself, I haven't pressed play in 15 years.
Wow.
I don't listen to music at all.
Tap into that a moment, because
Yeah.
I think people to get something out of that. Why is that? It's obviously everywhere. So that's why I wanted to kind of pause and back up. Tell me what in your spirit that says, why you have not pushed play. There has to be a story behind that. Tell us a little bit about that.
There's two things. I mean, music in Islam is not permissible. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may have some Muslims who still struggle with music. But for me, it wasn't that difficult for me to abstain from. Secondly, for me, it's all inclusive. It's not something that I can just extract and leave off all the experiences, the lifestyle, and everything connected to it. So for me, being a type of person that never really straddled, anything that I do, I'm all in. I just, feel like if we're going to grow, as individuals and as a people, it starts with those individual efforts. And there's a certain level of discipline that I think it takes to abstain from certain vices and certain things that we normalize, even though there's some level of toxicity, included in those things. So for me, in my individual journey, I found, a complete escape. And any remnants of that past lifestyle, I try to, safeguard myself from falling back into it.
So we're gonna get off this and move on, but I just gotta, I'm assuming you work out. When you work out, you just listen to your thoughts. It's just you and serenity, counting 1, 2.
Pretty much.
Damn, Loon, you the man, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
You really are.